So anyway, real quick, how about this one, Brian? Connor wants to know, how do you see name, image, and likeness playing out at Notre Dame and its rivals?
Yeah, so I'm digesting this a little bit. Brian Polian made a comment during signing day about how it seemed to me that he was saying like guys who are really interested in that aren't going to be fits at Notre Dame. Did you read it that way as well, Vince?
Yeah, I did.
And I think that is stupid.
I think that's you've got to take advantage.
Notre Dame especially, this is where you can neutralize the bags of cash being handed out in McDonald's bags. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you come, hey, 5-star quarterback. There's no school in the country that's going to give you more opportunities to have your name, image, and likeness hyped up. Ian Book was a Heisman got votes as the Heisman Trophy winner. He threw 15 flipping touchdown passes. Why?
Right.
He's a winner at Notre Dame.
Correct.
Right? You take a quarterback with his stats at any other school in the country, and no one is talking about them as a Heisman Trophy candidate. And you know, think about the opportunities that could be in front of a kid legally to get this kid those opportunities. They're foolish if they're not going to do that. And really, to me, it'd just be about laziness. We don't want to have to deal with all the headache. Go hire 5 people that run that and say, look, we're going to make sure that these kids aren't having class time impacted by this. They're not having study time impacted by this, because that's the big concern I have. This name, image, and likeness thing is these kids are going to be doing commercial and all this other kind of stuff. When are they going to class? It's already hard enough for these kids to go to class.
Right.
You know, and so to me, it's just this is Notre Dame could make a killing on this if they were smart about it and they thought outside the box about it. And so to me, the coaches shouldn't be thinking of that. They should hire people to do that and then use that on the recruiting trail to set that up to make sure, look, when it's football time, you're in football. When it's study time, when it's class time, you're there. But, you know, if you want to choose to not go hang out with your friends because you want to go do a shoot down at the local car dealership or something like that for 10 grand, go for it. You know, and you know, again, when you're at Notre Dame, man, there's so many opportunities. I mean, Notre Dame has nose tackles that become legends. I mean, Lewis Nix, think about it, right? Like, what other school in the country has nose tackles get like the kind of love that Lewis Nix got? You know, think about
Jerry Tillery. Look at Jerry Tillery, because they had that what was that thing where they did like the behind the scenes all season? Like, he was a star during that as a freshman.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, Notre Dame needs to take full advantage of that, because they're one of those schools that could just really just clean up. Not only are we going to get you this, but we're also going to get you a business degree at the #1 business school in the country. You know what I mean? So we'll be able to teach you how to properly invest that money more than any other school, unless you go to Penn or Princeton or Harvard or something, you know? And so, yeah, I heard that, and I want to see if they clarify that or back off of that. But when I heard that, I was like, you're out of your freaking mind. If you're at Notre Dame and you're not saying this is a great – Notre Dame should look at this as a wonderful opportunity for them, instead of like this isn't going to be good. Oh, my gosh. You can now legally get kids money?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's a no-brainer, and it's so easy to do. And you're telling me you can't hire somebody to be in charge of everybody's name, image, and likeness? I mean, that would be – look, if I'm Notre Dame, I might have somebody like, hey, you got to go through us. We'll take care of you. We're going to have your best interest in mind. You know, we don't want you, doing some crazy stuff, but there's a way to do it where I think that you could say, look what we did for so-and-so. This is something that we can do for you. It's such an opportunity that I think that they're letting go by the wayside, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
So.